G'day, Cobb, how are you? Yeah, not too bad, too bad.
Good afternoon and welcome to this coverage of the Women's Statewide Cup semi-final. It's always a big clash in Tasmanian football when the Olympia Warriors and Clarence Zebras meet on the women's side of things. They've been two of the power clubs over the last few years. They meet in another crunch game here today. Launceston United awaits the victors in the final, but a big 90 minutes and maybe more coming up here at Warrior Park this evening. I'm Andrew Cooling, channeling John Farnham and just making a return after a time. And joining me is Paul Hunt. We've got a treat of a game for you this afternoon. Paul, what are you expecting out of this one? Just another chapter in this storied rivalry?
Absolutely. Wouldn't expect anything different. And I do think it will be a tight contest. We rarely see any blowouts between these two sides over the past few years. Always usually just a goal in it. And I think that will be much of the same. A few changes on both sides this year compared to years past, but there's still some absolutely cracking players who we've seen play representative football for the state recently. I think it's going to be a tight contest. Clarence Zebras slightly having the wood over the Warriors of late, but they'll hope to reverse that the home side as they get underway at the familiar confines of Warrior Park. Looks like it's going to be Chambers down on the left-hand side. Stevenson clearing that one as we see a few faces who were at the South Hobart game earlier making the mad dash across the bridge. No cars broken down on there like there was a couple of weeks ago, which impacted a few people attending. Needs to be cleared out off Maddie Chambers. So she'll form a partnership with Leah Kane, and so Charlotte Chambers has got up top this game. Versatile over the last few years is Chambers is O'Brien. Tries to clear that one. It's like long bomb. Leah Gubb will go back out to the fence. Out to Ola Head. Sporting the knee brace this week.
So the play will run you through the starting lineups for this big semi-final for the Zebras. Ali Berry, Shelley Cook, Brooke Fireman, Sophie Fone, Louisa Marmion, Zoe Nichols, Maddie O'Brien, Taylor And, Caitlin Stalker, Georgia Stalker, and Selena Stevenson on the bench. Jessica Downham, Olivia Leon, and Jessica Newell. It's a pretty well settled lineup. Zoe Nichols looking to spring an early chance against a former teammate, and as you can see, good friend there of hers in Casey Ponting, the former Zebra, of course, making the cross to Warrior Park for opportunities, and fair enough too. I mean, a really talented keeper, Casey Ponting, deserves to be starting in the Super League, and good to see her out there, and she's going to have a big day today. Going through the Warriors lineup, we've got Izzy Kane, Mia Kane, Charlotte Chambers, Maddie Chambers, Leah Gubb, Hannah Johnson, Vincent Michael, Natalia Lazinski, Catherine Olahead, Casey Ponting, and Elizabeth Scott on the bench. Cranfield, Goscombe, Hart, McConnell and Russell. And those are the sides here today. I don't think we're expecting anything other than a really tight tussle here this afternoon.
Yeah, correct. And this time we've done Clarence Zebras game so far this year. A few number changes from a few players. So I'll certainly take a second to adjust to that. The best commentator in the business, Andrew Cooling, probably will have that down pat, such as his expertise. Being welcomed back into the Tasmanian football community with open arms here this afternoon. As the Warriors get possession back through Gubb. So Lazinski of the Natalia variety. Slotted in directly for her sister Sophie. They move out to Adelaide City. And there's Innie Michael. Launches that ball down the line towards Maddie Chambers. Shelley Cook quickly off her line to whack that one clear, and the touch off Caitlin Stalker.
Of course, the reason Ponting been able to kind of nail down that senior role at Zebras, been such a reliable kind of stalwart in goals for so long now. It'll be tough to displace her. But in the number one spot, Zoe Nichols always tough and always up for the battle. Scrapping away there, and she might be able to run onto this one. Some pretty good defence there, though, and Hannah Johnson's able to see it away from her. Nichols loves the big occasions to Zoe Nichols, and you sense it's the rival side in Olympia. She's going to be well and truly up and about here this afternoon. A real key mover for this match, there is no doubt. Brooke Fireman plays it to O'Brien. A bit of experience in this side here. Cut out by Johnson. Looked forward by Phone to Nichols. Marmion couldn't quite control it. Now it's Mia Kane who looks to spring Charlotte Chambers. Couldn't quite find her with the through ball though. O'Brien rakes it over the top. That's a pretty good looking ball, but just a little too much on in the end. As Caitlin Stalker tried to get on the end of it.
There's Ponting. Take this goal kick. I think both myself and Zoe very happy to have that early run in. Get that out of the way nice and early. It was Nichols. Really canning off the Warriors' defence. Stalker lays that one back to a teammate. Well cleared by Olahead. Stevenson. Up against Charlotte Chambers. Support coming with both the Canes charging forward. Mia at the near post, Izzy at the far post, and goes in that direction, but Cook collects that one well. Cook kicks that one high, and Johnson, well, that falls into the path of Berry, who's just a little behind it. Now Stalker, Nichols waiting and flashes across the near post, but Zebra's players on the end of it.
Yeah, you don't want to be misplacing headers in the direction of Ali Berry. It's a heart-in-the-mouth moment for any Warriors fan, I reckon, when the ball just drops at her feet. Olahead did a pretty good job just kind of corralling her in the end. But it's nice to see her back out there, one of the real stars of the game in Tasmania, Ali Berry. One of the best attacking weapons going around. Someone that the Warriors are going to need to put the clamps on today is he's going to be forced to be retaken.
The assistant referee's flag was up on the far side there.
Maybe the Zebras player in the box, maybe?
It was on the Zebras player in the box or the ball not on the goal line. It can only really be one of those two things from there. And that one nearly falling towards Rand. That one hit from Stalker first time. But good forward pressure here from the Clarence Zebras. Not letting the Warriors play out. They 99 times out of 100 will take a short goal kick. Zebras know that from down the years and press up accordingly, and there's Stalker battling away on the far side. Let's go the way of the Warriors. Scott there on the far side. They're expecting that ball to fall at their feet there from the man in the crowd. There's Mia Kane dropping deeper and deeper. Scott clears it as far as Captain Matty O'Brien. Now Nichols. Towards Stalker, but just eluding. We'll see a few more Warriors fans trickle in after making the mad dash over from South Hobart. Big day of action for the Warriors as a club.
Well, the 20s had already shipped 3 goals by this point, I think.
It's true. Wouldn't have been surprised if a few made a quick early dash out of that ground just in order to make it to this one.
It's a 6-2 win, that one, South Hobart, as Ali Berry slides it out wide for Stalker. Stalker looking to get inside of Chambers, sends the cross centrally, but there was Olahead ready to whack that one away. Innie Michael, my money, the best in the state on the ball now. One way than the other, and under pressure forced to retreat back to Olahead, and Nichols really putting under the pump there, but committed to the passing out from the back approach, and some inroads before Lou Marmion stops that. Some good games against this Olympia team. The opposite side to Chambers at the moment, but we're doing a really good job on Chambers in the game at Wentworth Park last year. O'Brien knocks that one back. All cut out in the end. Well won by Brooke Feeman. O'Brien. Rand rather through the middle. There Garb just lets in Berry, a little dicey, and then we got a little nudge in the back. Certainly seemed to be off balance. Play allowed to continue. And the Warriors throw in.
Well, that was for sure a foul on Gubb there, but given from the referee. Was it the game Zebras won 1-0 last year? And they scored in the first half and then held on for about 60 minutes in that game.
That was the one. 20 shots to 2.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Look for a bit more attacking intent now. So Brian looks for Nichols. Ponting see that one out for a goal kick.
It was a defensive masterclass that day. I took the lead and then said, all right, if you just want to have pot shots from 25 yards and you're beating Shelley Cook like that, good on you. And so it proved.
It's certainly one of the differences in the Clarence Zebras lineup compared to the others, having Shelley Cook in goals, especially with the likes of Leah Gubb and Eddie Michael, who can score long-range bangers with ease. Certainly they use that to good effect against some of the other sides. Eddie Michael scoring an absolute belter against Lonnie United here at Warrior Park the other week. And then Gubb as well up at Aurora Stadium as well a few weeks ago as Eddie Michael slides that one through towards Charlotte Chambers. Towards Maddie Chambers. Tries to get the return ball from Eddie Michael. Keep it in play. Up against Stalker. Trying to turn onto that right foot. Crosses that one in. Nearly finds Charlotte Chambers, but that one cleared. Marmion. A bit of extra distance before Sophie Phone's forced to concede a throw-in. Johnson pushes forward to take. Trying to work out the Warriors' formation this afternoon. It's like they're rocking a 5 at the back with Izzy Kane as a wing back on this near or our side of the ground. So Brian finds Marmion in the end. Gubb and Michael in the centre of the park. Charlotte Chambers playing as a central striker as Nichols can't quite turn around Gubb. It's Johnson. Takes that one now. Nichols. Going to spread the play a bit here through Rand. He turns around Michael nicely. Slight challenge. Strong as ever from Eddie Michael. And that one out for a throw.
Very tough player to get round, Eddie Michael. Very, very tough. Decisive tackle there, and now to Charlotte Chambers. Right, find a way through. Marmion charge back the other way. Feeds Nichols. Nichols sauntering forward. Passes a poor one though, straight to innocent Michael, who pulls the trigger early, spotting Chambers in some space. That's a good option. Maddie Chambers now on a one-on-one and takes on the early shot, but Shelley Cook not going to be troubled by that. Gets down with a relative ease to shut that one down near stick. He'll take a better shot than that to challenge keeper of Cook's quality. So Brian to Nichols. Nearly dropping in and acting almost as the chief playmaker early on here, Zoe Nichols, getting involved. A slightly deeper role than perhaps we've seen her before.
Yeah, earlier in the season with Barry's absence, Nichols sort of trying to play both roles at that moment, but can now drop in a bit deeper with Barry leading the line or vice versa. Big inclusion, re-inclusion, Barry into this Clarence Zebras lineup. Came off the bench and scored a hat-trick in the first game back for this season, if you don't mind.
That sounds like standard, yeah.
I think that was pretty much everyone's response.
Just a star. An absolute star again.
Throw in taken by Stalker. The Georgia variety back towards Rand. Splitting the strikers there with the through ball. Rand straight to Michael, who's spied the run of Maddie Chambers on this left-hand side. So we're desperately trying to get back. Chambers waiting for options. Mary Kane is available short. Going to try and stand up Stevenson. And then lays it back towards the long bomb Leah, but that one rolling along the ground, and Shelley Cook comfortably picks that one up. Launches this one easily over halfway, and no one in that direction for the Zebras. Plenty of time for Hannah Johnson to settle the play down. Spy pass up towards Chambers. Stevenson diving in, advantage paid. And the referee, another swinging ball out towards Maddie Chambers. There's Georgia Stalker for company. Caitlin Stalker coming across as the second defender, and that's who manages to win the ball. Knocks it out of play.
It's the best way to do it, Maddie Chambers. Get two on.
Absolutely.
I'm sure that would have been instructions for the wingers to be tracking back very constantly throughout this one. Don't want to be giving her too many one-on-one looks.
Doesn't look like they're doing a direct marking job on Maddie Chambers as we've seen in years past, but I do think there will be that instruction, as you say, Andrew, for a double team when on the ball.
I suppose Danielle Canagies is one who's done it in the past. She's now at Kingborough, but it was occasionally they did the direct man marking. I don't think they did it in the last kind of cup final they played. It was a slightly different change of approach, but wait and see. So that one just thumps in, and Nichols controls and sends it across to Rand, who looks up and then swings it over the top. All repelled by Olahead. Quite control that one, Mia Kane. Rand doing some nice work in midfield early on. Steered forward by Fireman. Stevenson. O'Brien. Now Rand. Go straight through the middle. Shut off again by Olahead, but just showed a little too much of it to Nichols. The Clebrers back in possession in their attacking half here. They look to switch the point of attack, but Maddie Chambers was breaking that up, getting back. Berry looking to work with Caitlin Stalker, but nicely done by Elizabeth Scott.
Yeah, nicely done there from Scott, wing back on the grandstand side. Come into this Olympia Warriors line-up this year. It's that one. Olahead will see clear, but Berry might just get there. One of the defender, but can't quite find a teammate. And Leah Gubb picks that one up. Now Chambers, the 2-7s battling away. Ali Berry all over the back of Maddie Chambers, and in the end commits the foul. Chambers obviously would love to play in a cup final before heading off overseas. Plenty of strength training work is outside of playing and training for the Warriors. Make sure in peak fitness for that move. Stalker battling away. It's two blue shirts, this time Gubb. On the side, really managing to maintain possession here as Annie Michael turns out of trouble well and tries to play it forward towards Charlotte Chambers. It's comfortable for Shelley Cook. And outside of the first couple of minutes, we haven't seen crisp passing here in this game so far. Neither side really able to make more than 2 to 3 passes stick.
Yeah, it's often the way at Warrior Park, isn't it? You get these style games and throw in two teams who often have pretty low-scoring, cagey affairs, and there's the recipe for that. But the extra tension of a cup semi-final. Interesting to see how many chances we get. It might be one of those games where chances are at a premium, and it'll be who can stand up and take them when they present themselves. Or keeper, one or two big saves could be more meaningful than ever if there's less chances in the game. So it'll be one of those games just defined by a few particular small moments. We'll wait and see, but really nothing in the way of goal scoring chances in the opening 20 minutes, has there?
No, I mean, there was one shot from range from Leah Gubb that Shelley Cook was comfortably behind. Casey Ponting's really had nothing to do in the first 20 minutes. I think we just got a bit spoiled on today's action with the game that was on before this, as Leah Gubb tries to make something happen. Hits it towards Charlotte Chambers. Michael forced to turn back. It's now the Canadian Olahead. His through ball's intercepted by O'Brien. Nichols has Berry up ahead. Frame in short. That through ball not managing to find Stalker. Sophie Phone, a young player this year, seems to have taken the role of Bronte Gadon had last year before he moved down to the other half of the Safari Derby, down to the 10. Slotted in nicely. And that role in the centre of the park as Edwards push up and try to prevent the Warriors from playing out. It's Lazinski. Towards Gibb. Now Mia Kane, who we haven't seen on the ball as much in this game as in previous games, and wants the free kick from Matty O'Brien, but that's not happening. And O'Brien actually lays it back towards Fireman. Chambers off towards Kane. Now look for Matty Chambers. Rand, sorry. Trying to turn around. Chambers and does. Gets the return ball advantage, allowed to be paid from the referee. Stalker. Can't quite keep that one in. 20 minutes gone and real clear-cut opportunities created by either side. This is more like the kind of tense, tight cup game that we're used to at this stage of the competition. Michael nearly intercepting that one, but falls through to Nichols. And a second bite at it, Annie Michael. Eventually, enough pressure, and Zoe Nichols forces it back, but now it's Stalker. And cleared by Scott. Stalker towards Ali Berry. Berry trying to use his strength to go around. That's not a government. Chambers in a foot race with Stevenson, and always in pole position there. The experienced centre back. Foreman. And can't find a teammate. Michael. Has Chambers up ahead. As he came now offering support. Annie Michael still going all alone here, crossing that one in, punched out of the way by Shelley Cook. Matty Chambers was appearing at the far post. Now Berry gets a head up. He was looking for where Nichols was, drops it short towards Rand. Brian. Plenty of space here for Lou Marmin. All ahead. Predicts that one well, the Canadian. The striker turns centre back. Played last year for Beachside in the Southern Championship, was the leading goal scorer, and has slotted into centre back when moving up a level into the Women's Super League.
She's been in complete control in the opening proceedings here as Rand looks to slide one through. Ali Berry's got a lot of pace, but even Usain Bolt would have struggled to track that one down. It was rapidly gaining pace off the surface. Good run. Seeing this at Michael there on your screen, just and she flicks the switch as she did moments ago and decides to launch an attack. Good luck stopping her. Stormed into the box, hammered that cross. Just about the best attacking moment the Warriors have had today. Just that style of the switch goes in control, slowing things down the midfield. Bang! Now I'm going. Just great acceleration. And Annie Michael there causing some issues at the back as Charlotte Chambers struggled to track that one down. The ball always favouring experienced Selena Stevenson. Michael Nichols. Michael as ever controlling the middle of Warrior Park. All ahead. Looks it forward. Gab just said have it right back. All ahead gets herself into a little bit of trouble with Ali Berry. Breathing down her neck. She just about dealt with it though. They keep a hold of the football. And that one, a tough ask for Chambers, but she's got some tremendous pace. Showed some good wheels. Wants to throw, pleading, but not getting.
A bit more vigorous action in that protest, I think, from Maddie Chambers. And, we'll win the free kick here, the Warriors. It's a right contest here at Warrior Park, playing out as predicted. It'll probably take a moment of magic or a mistake to unlock either side here as we keep the play going through. Stalker down the right-hand side, trying to get past Scott. Lazinski kicking that one into touch. Owen for Zoe Nichols. Brian directing traffic. Taking that pass went exactly where Sophie Phone wanted it to go. Rand knocks it off towards O'Brien. And further forward in this game, obviously adapted by the centre midfield or centre back. Rand out towards Stalker. Lifts it one in, but again all ahead, clearing, and every time the ball has gone into the 18-yard box so far for the Cleverers, all ahead has been there to meet it. Now Berry looking for the return ball. It was starting to build a bit of pressure here, Andrew. Just trying to put the Warriors, sitting them deeper and deeper. They're starting to defend pretty much on their 18-yard line here. The last line of the Warriors' defence.
Yeah, they're stringing some passes together, aren't they? We've seen decent kind of ball movement, knocking it around, and nice work from Stalker there. But again, the second defender so quick on this narrow ground to come across in coverage. You can say if we get past that first defender, very tough to get past the second one. But yeah, they're just starting to probe, ask a few questions. But the Warriors' defence having all the answers so far, led superbly by Olahead, who's marshalling them really well. Zoe Nichols now runs straight into Innocent Michael, who's not going to take a backward step. Whacks that one away. To the middle for O'Brien. O'Brien and Rand getting a lot of touches in the midfield right now. Probably it's indicative of what you've just suggested. They're pushing up the ground a bit more, playing it in the final third, but still, after 26.5 minutes, may a scoring chance in sight, but perhaps a corner here will present them with one.
No, it's first corner for the Clippers this afternoon. Rand over to take. Nathan Conte, you don't get a particularly big run up either with how close that fence is at Warrior Park. Rand over the head of Chambers, nearly folds towards Sophie Phone. Marmion in there, creating some pressure. Back towards Phone. Thumped clear. Anyway, Charlotte Chambers had stayed forward, but so had Selena Stevenson. Looking to keep this one in plays. Chambers, Stevenson in the end knocking it off the toe of Charlotte Chambers, but a really good clearance tactically anyway. It's really pushed the Zebras further back than they have been in the last few minutes. Looks like a 40-20 in rugby.
Get the field position. Just launch it up there. Be that sort of a game. A battle of attrition. Here's Chambers. It's a long bomb layout. Rolls this one through for Charlotte Chambers. Innocent Michael, she wants to shape onto the right. Look at the elevator door slammed shut. Two Zebras defenders, sensing the danger, just flung themselves into the path of Michael. And that's the type of commitment you're going to need to try to stop her.
Absolutely, you could see Innie Michael just got lovely under the right foot. You could sense a shot was coming. I think the entire Zebras defence could set that too as they swarmed around Innie. There's Marmion. Falls towards Sophie Phone, tries to turn around Michael in the end. Safety first. Here from Maddie O'Brien. It's all the way back to Casey Pondy, who hasn't had a touch for quite some time, despite the territorial advantage the Zebras have had of late. Now Johnson. Intercepted by O'Brien. towards Brookfine. Stevenson going to turn out and use the open side of the ground. Hands it off to Rand. And he's going to turn the other way. Berry. And towards Nichols. Just eluding him. Lazinski. It's Matty Chambers, who had a promising first 5 to 10 minutes. We haven't seen too many of these kind of forward runs since. There's Scott on the overlap. Chambers trying to get it through, and Thompson now trying to keep it in play. Just about does enough.
Done a pretty good job forcing it wide, Maddie Chambers. Every time she's touched the ball, she's been really tight to the wing. She's not really getting the ball in dangerous areas where she can run into the box. I think they'll be quite content with Clarence Zebras if she keeps receiving the ball in those type of positions all day.
Absolutely, that's a crucial touch there from Stalker. Back towards Rand. Now Berry. That's a head up now. He really has Nichols and Phone ahead of her. Pass just eluding O'Brien. And Rand. Looks like a few more blue shirts down that side, but manages to get it towards Sophie Phone, who hits that one high and over the top. Early sighter from the Zebras midfielder. And with that shot, I will leave you to it this afternoon, Andrew Cooley. There's not too many things I will put over in my Sunday afternoon WOSO action. Unfortunately, a COVID vaccine jab is one of them. So just getting my 5G in me so I can predict all the football TAS results for the rest of the year. But in all seriousness, people, as soon as you can, get vaccinated.
Damn right. Be like Paul. Be responsible. Don't fall for anti-vax rubbish. Anyway, back to the football. Brooke Fireman. Across to Stevenson. The Cleberers starting to build, starting to control the football a little more. But holding strong are the Warriors. Cleared away. And throw in. 0-0. That shot from Sophie Phone. The first real chance of the afternoon. A tough one from long range, but had some room. Zoe Nichols looking to bullock her way through, and she gets there and toes it forward. That one's going to roll out of play. No threat to the goal of Casey Ponting, who's yet to be tested. A capable keeper. And at the moment does come. Again opting for the short pass to Wallahead. Gubb. Cannon that one straight into Michael. Anna Johnson. Just couldn't quite pick out Kane on that occasion. So Clarence Zebras winning the territory battle here, but both defences firmly in control of proceedings. Here's a player with the ability to change all that. Natalie Berry worked forward by Marmion. Away by Lazinski. Stepping in was O'Brien. Here's a throw for a side. Marmion just told to retreat back a few yards. Fireman. O'Brien. Now Stevenson. Switches the play nicely. Georgia Stalker now works it for Caitlin Stalker, who's against her opposite number in Scott. Scott comes across to deal with it and puts it behind for a corner. And a set-piece opportunity for the Clarence Zebras. And to get some balls into the penalty area. His defence exemplary thus far. Five up for the Clarence Zebras. They go near post. Leah Gubb rises and flicks it on. Berry. Back to O'Brien. She's capable from range. Maddie O'Brien rockets it into the crossbar. Rebound and Nichols over the top. Well, a sigh of relief there for Casey Ponting as Maddie O'Brien blasted that one into the crossbar. This was hit with some venom. It was swerving. It had the keeper beat. but not the post. And then on the follow-up, Nichols does really well to control it. And just gets underneath it. She'll feel she should do better. Play of her quality. Never easy on the volley, but Zoe Nichols, such a top-class striker. And a let-off there for the Warriors. By far the best chance of the game. And it comes off the back of a pretty good spell of pressure from the Clarence Zebras. They've just started to work their way on top of this one. Doing the better at the moment. And a warning shot across the bows there. Berry presenting up at it. Durand. Now phone. Nichols. Zoe Nichols. Left it for Gubb, but that just allowed Indy Michael to sneak in and win it. Michael turns and goes and just storms away from phone. Leaves it for Gubb. Or Kane, rather. Comes to nothing in the end as Stork is able to get to Rand. Michael still working hard. And just launched that attack. Stevenson whacks it away. Zinski drops it short. Good work there from Marmion, pressing up on Kane. Ponting. It's under that one a little, straight onto the head of Berry, who nods it forward. All ahead, just nudged off it there by Nichols. Now Maddie Chambers. Georgia Stalker doing a good job on her thus far. Some nice play here from Mia Kane. Going to go around Maddie O'Brien, but that's no easy task. Gubb. Chambers. Chambers, fine Chambers of the Charlotte variety. Zinski. O'Brien tapping it off for Stalker. Caitlin Stalker chipping it forward. Zoe Nichols. Bringing it back for a side. Now Rand spreads it out wide. Charging forward to Stalker. I don't think she's going to be able to track that one down, however. Just running out of room, which is a common refrain here at Warrior Park. If you're just tuning in, no goals on either side here, just the one real chance of note a few moments ago. Maddie O'Brien rattling the post before Nichols just put the follow-up over the bar. You'd say the Zebras just shining things for the time being. Zoe Nichols across to Rand. Turning on it nicely as phone. But her opposite number, Natalia Lazinski, did very well to shut it down. Just unable to make that work there. Turnbull quite thereafter as we have another look at that shot from Maddie O'Brien. Absolutely rocketed it. And Nichols on the follow-up. Over the top from close range. Perhaps should have done better on that occasion. Always tough though when you're volleying the ball, but we've seen her score so many goals down the years you just almost expected with Zoe Nichols, but beyond that, very little in the way of goal scoring opportunities. Olympia really conjured any. This one's whacked forward. Just down a play. Well, in an Olympia v Clarence game here, not uncommon. They've more often than not been low scoring grinds when these two have met. It's just been those individual moments of brilliance that have won games. Who's going to stand up and be the hero today? Could it be Mia Kane for the Warriors? Just not quite on the same wavelength as Chambers there, but she did pretty well to win the ball anyway, Maddie Chambers. Haven't done a whole lot of favours by that. Now battling away against three. Does well to get the throw in. The numerical advantage the Cleverers enjoyed there. Kane Again, Mia Kane. Holding off the attentions of Rand and then unleashing a shot. It was straight at Shelley Cook. No trouble to the veteran keeper, who comfortably collects and then immediately just smashes it forward. Nichols did a pretty good job controlling it. He was under immediate pressure and then got fouled, so wins the free kick. All her efforts. Skipper Maddie O'Brien. She's played in plenty of big games in recent seasons. The leader of this side and composed head in the big moments. Exactly the type of player you'd want in your side for a big cup semi-final. This one's half cleared, but Ali Berry quickly back on it. Rolled that one, trying to spring Marmion, but pretty well defended from Hannah Johnson. In the end, it's going to roll out. Throw in very, very deep in their defence here, and just for the short one, almost conceded a corner as a result. Berry making a nuisance of herself, just flicks that one in. Ponting comes, drops the ball. Will it fall for Zoe Nichols? Not quite, got cleared away. Michael and Berry. Falls now for O'Brien. The pass though, a poor one, straight to Chambers, who sends it right down to Charlotte Chambers. Good direct ball that. Charlotte Chambers has got 3 to beat though. She goes around the outside, might just hold up and wait for some support. And played the cross just a little early in the end. No one had quite got up there in time for it. A little isolated. Charlotte Chambers, who's doing a good job holding on the ball here, but again just needs a little support. It comes in the form of Maddie Chambers, but been thwarted by the offside flag. 4 minutes till half time as we have a look at that one. And some good work there from Caitlin Stalker coming in. And Casey Ponting under some pressure. Quite often you see the keeper get the free kick on those type of ones, but no such protection afforded on this occasion. Long away by Stevenson. And handball has been blown there against Leah Gupp. Launceston United await the victors in the final after their thrilling victory over the Kingborough Lions yesterday. Last gasp, a Robinson goal, sending them into the cup final. First season in the Super League. And a cup final appearance for them. Successful year for Launceston United. I'm sure they'll want to make it a very successful year and be the ones hoisting the trophy. Will it be the Warriors or Clarence whom they're going to have to defeat to do so? It's very much up in the air at the moment in a game. A few scoring chances. Stalker smashes that one back over. O'Brien. Cross to Fireman. Just plays it between her and Marmion, but they've turned it over here to Michael. Michael with the left. He's looking to hook up here with Maddie Chambers, but just couldn't quite spring her in behind. Fireman. Michael to Charlotte Chambers. Nutmeg there as she sends it across to Maddie Chambers, who's going to have a run and look to charge into the box here. Drops the shoulder. It's Chambers! It's 1-0 Olympia! And it's Maddie Chambers, as ever, the one doing it. She tears into the box with speed and skill and a finish that beats Cook. Just gets round the outside of Stalker here, fires the shot in. And in the end, Cook and Stevenson at the near post just unable to deal with it. And Chambers, with the first real opportunity the Warriors have had, finds the back of the net, and Olympia lead this game in the shadows of half-time. What a big moment that is. And it was her receiving the ball in a slightly more dangerous spot there. She's able to run in a straight line to the box rather than the straight line just taking her down the wing. She's had too much of it in wide areas, and that's the area where she can be so dangerous. Just took it past Stalker and fired it home. Could we have an immediate response though? Ponting in a little bit of trouble here. If the ball falls to a Zebras player, it wouldn't, however. From range, it's O'Brien! Oh, not shy about pulling the trigger this afternoon, Matty O'Brien, and a good catch from Ponting. It's the second time this afternoon O'Brien has had a shy from distance. This one clattering the crossbar, that one drawing the save. But this game just starting to come to life a little towards half-time. The chances starting to break through. That's the Clarence Zebras who are going to need to chase this one now. Maddie Chambers. So often in recent years has been the inspiration for the side. And another big goal here today. Mia Kane. Pushes it long. Charlotte Chambers with good strength. The numbers always favouring the Cleverers at the back though. Gubb. Michael receiving it from Scott and shielding Marcus from the ball, but just got away from it a little in the end. In the end, won't matter, gets the free kick. Can't imagine there'll be a whole lot of added time. About a minute, I think that would be about what you'd expect, so perhaps one last chance here for Olahead to launch something long. Can't imagine there'll be much beyond that. But the hosts have struck a big blow right before the half-time break here. And their first chance of the half. Really, the Zebras felt like they were getting on top of this game. Gave it a couple of chances. And then Maddie Chambers with the decisive moment. Leader defender beat Cook and has the Warriors a goal to the good at the break. So it is the home side holding sway, and the Clarence Zebras with it all to do in the second 45. We're back in around about 15 minutes time with that. But a very nicely poised Cup semi-final this. The stakes are high. Launceston United await the victor. Do join me again in 15 minutes time for the second half. I think there's still a few twists and turns left in this one yet. And back for the second half of this Statewide Cup semi-final. It's the Olympia Warriors leading 1-0 over the Clarence Zebras. Maddie Chambers finding the back of the net just before half-time to swing the game in the host's favour. Before that, well, the Clarence Zebras were looking pretty good. A good 10 or 15 minute period. Maddie O'Brien rattled the crossbar. Nichols put one just over the top on the follow-up. Hadn't created a lot beyond that, but they were winning the territory game. Certainly had a lot more of the ball. But it was that one moment that presented itself. Chambers getting past the defender and firing home. That has got the Warriors in the ascendancy, and we're underway here in the second 45. Clarence Zebras chasing this match, and they work their way back in. Or will it be Olympia to meet Lonnie United in the final? Let's find out. The cross, no threat to Casey Ponting's goal. Wasn't really tested in that first half. And one catch from range for an O'Brien shot, and no chance on the O'Brien shot before that hit the crossbar. Looked on gratefully as the follow-up was put over by Nichols. Beyond that, largely a spectator. Here's Mia Kane. Getting past a couple and just running out of room in the end is Mia Kane. But in the end, get herself a corner. We'll have a look at the Chambers goal just before the break here. It's from the outside of Stalker. It's near post and ends up beating Cook. Here's a star, Maddie Chambers. So Gubb to take the corner. Pins it into the middle. All her heads there. Cook gets down and clasps the ball. Looking dangerous for a moment. Kate Olahead threatening from that set piece. Caitlin Stalker trying to control it, but lets in innocent Michael. Kane throwing herself at the football was Leah Gubb. Johnson turns away from phone. Down the line, the Kane direction, but Taylor Round comes across to deal with it. Marmion. Now O'Brien. Stalker will keep it in, but Chambers across. Stalker did well. Plays the 1-2, continues to run forward. Now swings it centrally, looking for Zoe Nichols. Couldn't quite combine with it. Broken up here by Olahead. O'Brien surveys the field and then swings it over the top. Out comes Ponting to collect. Ponting launching that one towards Charlotte Chambers. Chambers does well, controls, then swings a lovely raking crossfield ball in the Izzy Kane direction. Kane. Back for Michael. It's innocent Michael who unleashes with the left. Just wide of Shelley Cook's goal. On the non-preferred, but still, look at the power she generates even on the so-called non-preferred. Cook had it covered. Floated wide of the mark anyway. Again, a lovely run from Stalker. Taking on Scott. Charging all the way, but just running out of room in the end. Full of industry down this right-hand side. Here's Caitlin Stalker. Gubb. Straight out of play there. Stalker to Stalker. Georgia throwing it there to Caitlin. That combination might well go again here as Georgia Stalker comes across to take the throw. Berry somehow kept that in play. To Stalker, broken up by Michael. Now a chance for the Warriors to counter-attack with speed, but it was well broken up by Marmion. Away by Johnson. Now, Warriors looking to build. Michael through the middle, but showing tremendous pace to work back was Berry, and then just got a little push from Michael whilst off balance. It sent her tumbling. Brian to get things moving quickly. Found Nichols sliding this one through, but Ponting is out there to collect once more. Stalker pressing up here. Going to apply some pressure and force the turnover. Zoe Nichols. Posed to Michael, so just lays it off instead to Rand. He fires over the top, the American. Didn't quite keep that one down. Nichols drawing Michael away from the dangerous spot and then putting it there for Rand. It was a nice play, just couldn't quite bend that one in to the back of the net. Taylor Rand. It's a pretty good game in midfield today. Heavily involved in their passing game. Warriors putting themselves under a little unnecessary pressure with the approach out from the back here. Unable to make them pay. The Zebras as Ponting looks up and might go slightly longer on this occasion. Lobs this one forward. Broken up comfortably enough. Actually, play resumes. It's on straight to Caitlin Stalker, who works it to Zoe Nichols. Nichols threading it through. Stalker had continued to run. Mollahead came across to shut it down. Nicely defended there. Really, Caitlin Stalker starting to become a prominent player in this match. Has really fed down this right-hand side pretty frequently to start the second half. What time she's got him behind now. Essentially looming as their best avenue to goal here, the Clarence Zebras. Someone like Nichols in the middle, Berry trying to conjure something. Michael just puts it behind safety first, and another corner opportunity. Knocking on the door early in the half here, the Clarence Zebras. Warriors defence did a good job absorbing pressure and really denying them chances in that first half. For all Clarence Zebras' possession, they didn't create a whole lot. Here's Taylor Rand. Puts it onto the head of Ponting, who flaps at it a little nervously, and smashing the follow-up was O'Brien. Locked away behind once more. It's all hands on deck at the back here for the Warriors. As Ponting a little uncertain under the aerial ball there. And it was Berry, not O'Brien, who blasted that one, but well defended. The danger not past though. Stalker swinging it in. Ponting down to the feet of Nichols, and again just swapped away from her. It's nervy stuff this from the Warriors. But they're holding on early on. They lead this game 1-0, courtesy of Maddie Chambers. Statewide Cup semi-final. Spot against Launceston United in the decider on the line. Clarence Zebras doing the bulk of the attacking early in the second half. Players just looked at it there in the end. O'Brien eventually works it to Rand, who looks to take on Gubb. Slides it through for Stalker to Nichols. Nichols shifting past one. The shot comes. And it's kept out by Casey Ponting, just straight at her in the end. And Ponting was reliable. Kicks out Chambers, who need to wait for some support to come. Oh, to Maddie Chambers, but easily intercepted by Georgia Stalker. All ahead to Michael. Shielding that back four, any Michael. Actually, more defensive work than attacking as they look to hold this 1-goal lead. Michael Shut down by Zoe Nichols and turned stylishly, but unfortunately just left it behind O'Brien and couldn't quite complete her good work. Stalker. Couldn't get in behind of Scott, who defended the situation well. And back to Nichols. Nichols trying to find Berry. And Michael's clearance cannon into her. Stalker to O'Brien. Oh, winning it back was Maddie Chambers. Numbers back, but very difficult to contain. Nonetheless, is Maddie Chambers and is surely fouled there. It was tripped up, then pushed. And I think decided midway through that she'd just rather the free kick. Pretty clear foul there on Chambers and did well. Took it out wide in a pretty non-threatening area, surrounded by three. Wins it to a central position. And now Leah Gubb can get to work over the dead ball. So Maddie Chambers doing some great work once more there. The goal, the difference between the sides at the moment is it's now Leah Gubb, long bomb at Leah to take. A bit too far out to try the shot against the keeper of Cook's capabilities, so she'll just bend this one. The wind took it a little. Yeah, not quite what she was after. They don't want to really made the run there. Regardless, remains goal to nil in favour of the Warriors. On to Nichols. Controlled it beautifully and then slid one through. That's a clever ball for Foam. Well marshalled though by Hannah Johnson. Who's surely being held onto there was Johnson. She defended that really well and wins the free kick too. Good work by the Warriors, number 10. On ahead, knocking it down the line. Stretching but not getting there was Fireman, and it might just let in Charlotte Chambers as a result. Fireman recovers. Chambers keeps on keeping on. In the end, didn't quite win a corner for a side, so just the goal kick. Cook sends it across to Fireman. Rand switches it to Stalker. Stalker looks to play the 1-2. As soon as she releases that pass, she's surging forward to present the overlapping run. The Industry has been outstanding down the right here. Really heavily involved to start this second half. Look at the willing runner. So O'Brien stands over this one. Ends it wide, but easily broken up by Johnson. O'Brien sends it forward on the left. Strength shown from Nichols. Now bulldoze her way through, but the Warriors' defence stands firm. Approaching the hour mark here. The Warriors holding sway. Kane wins it back and sends it out in front of Chambers. Dangerous moment here, allowing it to bounce with Stalker. That might let Chambers in. She takes it wide, seeking safety off the line, and in the end that's come off Chambers, so she's done really well there. Georgia Stalker takes the points in that duel. In the back of Berry a little was Gubb. Johnson showing a desire for the ball here, fighting hard for it against Berry. Did really well, worked it to Kane. Kane can't combine with Chambers. O'Brien under pressure and applied there. Charlotte Chambers worked her way out of it comfortably enough. That one's gone out of play before Lou Marmion can spring forwards. Bit over half an hour remaining here. Statewide Cup semi-final. The Warriors, as it stands, would be advancing to play Olympia United. Good ball out there. Gives some space for Elizabeth Scott to work into. Scott will shut down. And fouled by Gubb. Long searching ball, that no one really down there though for the Zebras. They'll get some field position, so reasonable result. Chambers slowing back in. Here's Rand. Stalker and Nichols immediately knew she could just play that ball because Stalker would make the run, and she puts in a cross. It's a deep one. And the phone just unable to control it. Good inroads down the right once more. Moment, Warriors defence resolute. Centres it for Berry, trying a little backheel, burrowing after the ball there. Nichols fighting for it. Berry, the blue wall, repels them once more, and that's a fairly aimless shot. Lack of patience shown there. Just need to keep working the ball around. Pretty optimistic effort, that one. Release the pressure valve just for now. On the line for Chambers. Rinse and repeat. This time goes for Gubb. Chambers try to keep it in play. We'll shield it and win another throw. It's more seconds off the clock as far as the Warriors are concerned. Ball can stay out here on the wing as far as they're quite content with that. Warriors as Chambers skips inside. Goes back outside. Ball on a string. Harry Chambers, a delight to watch. Can't quite combine with Mia Kane on this occasion. Stalker. O'Brien. Marmion on the line for phone. Everyone appealing for a throw in. It'll be the Cleverers who get it. Marmion with the throw. Nichols presenting an option. Cross comes in. It's a dangerous one, allowed to drop. Stalker. He's in there and Ponting, awkward body position, flashed dangerously across the face. There's Georgia Stalker now. Nutmegs Chambers, but well, they're going to help her. She was the right size. We have another look at this. It was an opportunistic first time cross. Ponting a little uncertain. Allowed it to bounce, wasn't going to get there. Stalker flinging the foot at it, but it was never really a chance. This might be for Berry though. Ali Berry with a big opportunity. And she puts it over the top. It took a little deflection though. It was well defended. Over the bar, they're knocking on the door. Gubb getting into a little trouble there. So we have a look. Berry bearing down on goal. And that is really well done by Catherine Olahead. Vital block. Made herself big. Just got in the way of that Berry shot. Behind for a corner. Ran to take. Nichols had a swing at it. Couldn't connect with it. Taken away by Olahead again. She has been imperious at the back today. Catherine Olahead. Here's Fineman. Chambers. Surrounded by red shirts. O'Brien. To the cross. To Georgia Stalker. as Caitlin Stalker wide on the right. That's where she heads. The cross comes in. Bringing under a spell. Brilliantly was Berry, and then Nichols puts it over the top. Just couldn't quite keep it down for the second time this afternoon, Zoe Nichols, but that is their best move of the afternoon, the Clarence Zebras, and they're starting to create a little. They're starting to come into it. Again, it was a sharp chance. An awkward height to hit, but just couldn't quite get over the top of it. Just got under it there, Nichols. They're starting to knock at the door, though. They've got the scent of an equaliser. Can they find a way to break through, or will Warriors continue to weather the storm? Marmion now charging forwards. It's Marmion into the box. Squares it for Nichols! Roof of the net only, but they're getting closer. A storming run this from Lou Marmion. Great cutback, and Nichols made sweet, sweet contact. Keeping no chance, but just grazing the roof. It's 3 chances she's had today, Zoe Nichols. None of them absolute slam dunks, but it's the type of player you'd think from 3, one of them would have gone in. She's getting closer. That one sent a real warning shot to the Warriors, of course. The chances are starting to flow for the first time all day, really. They're playing with some confidence. A bit of swagger in attack now, the Clarence Zebras. A big task here for Olympia. Got 25 minutes to hold on. Stalker's become prominent. Crosses this one, can't quite find Phone. Hannah Johnson out to deal with it. Marmion, blocked off by Michael. It's all hands on deck at the back, throwing bodies in the way here, this Warriors defence. A committed defensive display. The Clarence Zebras being left frustrated at the moment. Seized control of the match for the time being. Here's Rand. Just showed too much of that to Winnie Michael, who picks it up, storms forward and says, that's enough of us on the back foot. Let's try to give them a few worries back the other way. Some nice work there. Wide from Kane. But Marmion will put the ball back for the Clarence Zebras. O'Brien to Marmion. Ooh, that's not going to just get there to Stevenson. Almost let in Maddie Chambers. Marmion's off to the races once more. Phone couldn't quite make it work. Charlotte Chambers broken up by Maddie O'Brien. Pinballs around the middle for a moment before landing at Gubb. Chambers has a good support run coming in the form of Elizabeth Scott and picks her out beautifully. Scott into the box now. She's got someone in the middle. It might not matter because she's just run out of real estate there. We've gone past the halfway mark of the second half. It's the home side leading 1-0, courtesy of a first half strike from Maddie Chambers. Will that be enough? Can the Clarence Zebras pull one back? They're looking increasingly threatening. Olympia's defence thus far has been resolute. As my co-commentator of the first 30 minutes, Paul, who did the responsible thing and went and got his COVID jab, go do it if you haven't already, has just sent the message in, just posturing that maybe it's time for the auxiliary striker of Shelley Cook to be deployed up front. Well, we've seen it before. I think it's unlikely today. Chambers leading the line for Olympia. And Sammy Nichols, the Clarence Zebras. Unlikely, I reckon, if we saw Shelley Cook cast in the role of a 9 today, but stranger things have happened. It's less likely now Ponting is wearing the opposite colours. Here's Maddie Chambers. And as it stands, has the goal that would send their team through to the cup final. There it came. Johnson. Maddie Chambers. There Gubb. with Marmion. We approach the 70-minute mark. Will be easily shut down by Olahead. Found Michael. They absorbed a good spell of pressure. Now looking to ask some questions back the other way, but Cook able to confidently collect and quickly get it moving to Stevenson, to O'Brien. Now Rand. Rand sliding it through. Good ball for Caitlin Stalker. Well handled though by Natalia Lazinski, sweeping across to deal with it. And it looks like there will be some movement on the bench. Our first substitution of the afternoon in the offing. So afternoon, probably evening more accurate just about now. The dark Warrior Park. I'm assuming it's a sub. Just get the camera wheel around, that might inform us a little bit. Imagining that's what's taking place. Anyway, eventually we'll get the throw in to be taken here by the Clarence Zebras. Nick was the target, but didn't quite reach her. Rand came charging through the back. Didn't quite get there. There's Megan Goscombe is now on the park, so she'd be the player who's come on for the Olympia Warriors. Immediately involved. Able to combine there with Elizabeth Scott. Selena Stevenson just receiving a talking to. Under 20 minutes left. Time starting to become an issue here for the Clarence Zebras. Away by Scott. Flicked on by Chambers. Can she run into her own work? It'll go straight through Michelle Cook before she can get there. Fireman looks it out wide. Michael. All ahead for Johnson. After a good 10 minutes of pressure, the Warriors have just got a foothold back in midfield and facing a little bit less pressure all of a sudden. They're really having to absorb for long periods to start this second half. Michael whips it centrally. It was really well read though by Stalker. Broken up nicely by Scott. Gubb toes it forward, only so far as O'Brien. Berry gets the better of Michael and then slides it through. This is dangerous. But stepping across once again was Olahead as Marmion surged forward. It looks like Jess Newell has also come on. So a swap made by the Clarence Zebras as well as the Warriors. She might have come on for Phone, and I think Marmion's now taking up that wing position on the fullback spot she had been operating out of. Here's the sub Newell. All broken up by a long bomb layout. Quite fine Chambers. Over the top from Newell. Chambers of the Matty variety. Drops it off for Elizabeth Scott. Chambers. Stevenson. And dwelling on it now. That's a Stalker. They work their way through nicely. Now Nick was just behind Ali Berry. Couldn't quite find her strike partner there. And there was Innocent Michael, ever present to break it up. Strong challenge there. Nichols also in strongly. Players throwing their bodies at the ball here. They know what's at stake. Nothing but 100% commitment from the players out there right now. Warriors 17 minutes plus stoppage time away from a cup final. Clarence Zebras, if they don't score in that period, they're eliminated. They know time is starting to expire, and you can just see Nichols and Michael, two of the toughest customers in the league, just going at it there. You're never going to get anything but that from those two. Full bodies on the line type effort. Long from Stalker to Nichols. Takes a lovely little touch inside. Slight suspicion of controlling with an arm, but gets away with it. Rand. Marmion. Well defended again from Hannah Johnson. She's had a good afternoon, Hannah Johnson. Won a number of important challenges. She lofts this one long, looking for Chambers. Stevenson in control at the back. As the Clarence Zebras really have been for most of the game. It has just been that one chance, and from nothing, it was just Maddie Chambers picking the ball up a long way from goal, running straight past two defenders, and then squeaking one home past Shelley Cook. And from that, they defended really, really well, the Clarence Zebras, as Maddie Chambers now back doing defensive duties. Shuts that one down. Into the final 15. Stalker. Can't get past Scott. Thrown in for Nichols. Around Chambers. Long looking Charlotte Chambers. Stevenson showing strength to deal with her. Across to Newell. Marmion. Further down the line for Berry. She's a game breaker. Away from her. Running outstanding all ahead, but another opportunity here. They'll swing the bodies forward once more, the Clarence Zebras. Another opportunity for them. They're going the in-swinger here. Quentin's looked a little uncertain under a couple of corners already. Dangerous looking ball. Michael gets the block in. Marmion burrowing through. Every single player puts their hand up immediately. The Warriors get the decision. That's why, as a ref, you can never trust the players appealing for it. There's getting into a little bit of trouble there. Some great work from Stalker to force the turnover. Ali Berry now. Berry's got Nichols in the middle, but she can't get past Scott. Did really well there, Elizabeth Scott. Crucial ball to win. Stalker to her namesake, and there was Chambers. They're probing away right now, the Clarence Zebras. Looking for a crack, a chink in the armour somewhere, but at the moment, they're doing an exemplary job, the Warriors, holding on. Showing great defensive discipline. There's not a lot of room for them to operate in. Good job getting bodies in the way. Here's Michael. Rand wanted it and she worked it forward beautifully to Ali Berry. Works it back to Rand. Her shot charged down by Michael. And then Michael clears it away again. Doing it all as she does. Innocent Michael. Charlotte Chambers controlled the ball really well, just holding it up and allows some teammates to get forward there. Great work, Chambers there. It'll be really tough when you're a centre forward on a team who's kind of pinned back, as the Warriors have been for the last 20 minutes. Important you can just hold the ball up like that. Get some relief for your defence from a breather, so they're not constantly under siege. Oh, well one back though by Marmion. Picking the pocket and waltzing into the box. Marmion squares it back. There was no one there though. And again, Olympia, bodies in the way. Defending stoutly. There's always been someone else there in coverage if someone gets beat. Coach Kilsby would have to be delighted with the way they've defended here today. Looks like going to the substitute bench once more. It's going to be the Warriors making the swap. Get confirmation on that change for you in just a moment. It was Ella McConnell who was immediately involved. Immediate impact as Goscombe worked it to Chambers and whisked away. The Clarence Zebras haven't had to do a lot of defending this half, and I think the Warriors defenders will be glad for the respite, as they have really been under the pump here. Ball's been up the other end of the pitch for quite a while. Gubb to Chambers. O'Brien. Durand. Michael stepping up. He's innocent Michael. Will step over and in the end just runs out of room. We tick towards the final 10 minutes of regulation. The Warriors nearing the finish line here, nearing that cup final. So Clarence Zebras who need to find a goal. Nichols forward, but well done once again, Leah Gubb. Goscombe works it forward. Substitute McConnell. Yourself about the pitch well. Strong challenge that from Stevenson. Won it cleanly too. And then immediately shifts it out to Caitlin Stalker, who slips inside where Gubb was there in coverage. And I reckon Gubb then got hauled down. Slightly unfortunate. I wouldn't mind another look at that one, actually. We'll have a look. Gets past the first one here. Stalker. And then ran into her and then kind of got slung to the ground. I'm not sure about the yellow card for that. You can see why the initial free kick was paid. She got in the path, but just rather slung down afterwards. Anyway, it leads to a set-piece opportunity for the Clarence Zebras here. There'll be all hands on deck once more for Olympia. Selena Stevenson standing over the ball. 6 up in the box for the Cleverers. Stevenson just stands it up to the back post. Headed clear. Volley by O'Brien, and again, it's over the top. They've just been unable to keep their shots down here today. Have the Clarence Zebras. They've just been putting it over the bar every time. Haven't had a heap of goal scoring looks. Just about everyone they've had has sent it up just slightly too high. They've all been pretty similar kind of on the volley. A boot at it. Cleanest of chances, but unable to find that goal. And still the Warriors holding sway thanks to Maddie Chambers' strike in the shadows of half-time. Nichols wanted a turn, but was taken away from her. Free kick blown against Berry in favour of Michael. Right back to her feet. Tough Castamini Michael, so 82 minutes on the clock now. And there be late drama. And the Warriors book their ticket to the final. That is absolute perfection. Just bends that one to the far corner. You might be able to box him in here. That's a real rugby union field kicking just for territory there. And that's why you do it, because you immediately win the throw-in, and now you've got the ball up there. So, really nicely worked in the end by the Warriors. Some good game management this. Just what the situation called for. Chambers not fouled. Play allowed to continue. Away it goes from Goscombe. Flicked on by Gubb. Goscombe back on it. Chambers. He's going to put it out. So the stoppage. And the Clarence Zebras player down. Some concern being shown here for Matty O'Brien. A tough customer, and I'll show the ill effects, but it's a little shaken up by that one. He's going to be forced off, at least temporarily. So it's a blow. He's going straight into the race there, so fingers crossed for O'Brien. I won't speculate what that was anyway. For the time being, Clarence Zebras down to 10 players, and that's not ideal when they're in pursuit of a badly needed goal. They have to score here. Olympia so close now. They're booking their spot. Conan. Now Michael. Michael surging it forward and playing a lovely ball for Maddie Chambers, who'll track this one down. Chambers, as she got someone in the middle to pick out. She sends it deep. It's a dangerous looking ball. It's Zoe Nichols back in defence. The flag had gone up. And shows the work rate of the striker, Zoe Nichols there. Charging all the way, and card conceded. As as well. So a slice of cheese is issued there. Kane. Five minutes left. Nice stoppage time. Can't think there'll be a whole lot of that. Ali Berry. Rand. Oh, dicey pass. It's going to lead to a Warriors throw in a good position. They should be in no rush here, Olympia. Take their sweet time, run some clock, get it up into the corner here. See if you can eat up a few seconds this end of the park. Throw nodded back into touch by Caitlin Stalker. Elizabeth Scott wants to take the throw. They're a young side. We'll see how they manage this situation, which calls for a little experience and a little bit of gamesmanship here, I think. And there'll be as few minutes of actual play in these final 6 minutes of regulation as possible. Away it goes. Deflects into the path of Newell. Newell can't quite find Lou Marmion, so it's going to be another Warriors throw. As the half has worn on, they probably looked less likely to score the Clarence Zebras. Olympia looking more comfortable. Of course, they've got a numerical advantage at the moment. The Clarence Zebras temporarily down to 10 whilst O'Brien received some treatment. Berry was dealt with. That's surely a free kick on all ahead. So, free kick opportunity. Stevenson will stride up to take it. Three and a half minutes left in the 90. Still, Maddie Chambers' goal, the marker that is separating these two. Stevenson stands over it and sends it in. And Ponting was across to collect comfortably. She wants to throw this one out to Maddie Chambers in space. There's a good option to get the ball to Maddie Chambers, and Chambers has spied something she likes up the field. It's Ella McConnell. Oh, it's a great lunging challenge from Brooke Fireman. Last ditch that from Fireman. Had to make it, gets it wrong. It's a red. She gets it spot on and saves. It could have been a goal here. Great desperation stuff there from Fireman. Away from McConnell. Looks like O'Brien is going to rejoin the fray. Either that or they're going to bring on a substitute for it. Indeed, it is the latter. So back to a full complement for the time being, as Olympia will just roll this and take it into the corner. Gubb and Chambers showing some good experience here. They know what the situation calls for. It's going to be a Clarence Zebras ball though. They have not got time to mess about here. They've not got long left. And Stevenson has just shanked it straight out of play, and that's not going to help them. Scott throws it in Chambers' direction, brought down by Goscombe. Goscombe, Gubb. Experienced, intelligent player out there, Gubb. Knows what she's doing. Chambers has given away the free kick. So she didn't overly agree with that. I'm not sure why they took that so quickly, so short. They're stuffing about with it a little here. The Clarence Zebras, and they've not got time to do so. We're to the right end of the pitch as far as the Warriors faithful are concerned. They're a minute away from seeing out the 90. Then just stoppage time left to negotiate for them. They're oh so close now, they can almost taste it. The cup final, as Launceston United awaits. Is there a late rabbit that the Clarence Zebras can pull out of the hat, or have they run their race? After some confusion, it's going to be a Clarence Zebras throw. The flag definitely went that way, and then the players reacted as if it went the other way. Anyway, here's Rand. Looking forward through Downham. And Ole just launches that one to the car park. If you get a new ball, but they'll slow things down. Long the throw comes in. Gubb. It's the boot round to that one. Into stoppage time we've ticked. Can't think there's going to be a whole lot of that. They're almost there, the Warriors. It's been a fantastic defensive display. The Clarence Zebras have had a few opportunities, but by and large, credit to the Warriors, who haven't created much of anything in attack. But a moment of inspiration from Matty Chambers is all you need if you can keep a clean sheet. That's the value of the clean sheet. Just takes one spark in attack, and when you've got a player like Matty Chambers in your side, it's always bound to happen at some point throughout the 90. It's just about get up there Shelley Cook time, I think. 91 minutes have ticked by. Everyone needs to get in there. Last chance saloon stuff this for the Clarence Zebras. Statewide Cup semi-final. Corner ball swung in, headed just wide. Berry at the back post, squares it in. Ponting jumps on it, still loose. The whistle's gone. The whistle's gone. They're appealing for a penalty, but it's going to be a free kick to the Olympia Warriors. Absolute chaos in the box in the final minute, but they might just have done enough to survive here. Let's have another look at that whilst we wait for another sub. Matt Kilsby just going to eat some more seconds off here as we have a look. It was a dangerous ball. Stevenson, good purchase. Berry just whacked this back across the face. And then that could have bounced anywhere. Ponting pounced on it. The clearance, it was pinballing around. I think the whistle had gone by this stage anyway. But Stevenson demanding a handball. It would be a very harsh handball to have been given there. And the one Berry fired back across the face. So 92 minutes gone. That could well have been the final action of the match. Will they get one last foray, or is that the final test this Warriors defence needed to pass? Olehead's just going to take the goal kick and blast it. Didn't get a whole lot of purchase on it though. Still a little bit of hope for the Zebras. They've got one last chance here. Marmion's out after it, but the ball is gathered by Ponting. He'll take a sweet time and then just try and clear the area. Again, it was a little bit of a shank. Chambers makes it work. And Chambers just going to pitch this one down the line. We're looking for McConnell. It's through to Cook. Cook knows she has to smash it forward and smash it forward quick. She does just that. Straight to Innie Michael though. Nichols lurking. Michael away. All eyes on the referee now. We've ticked by 93 minutes. There were 3 minutes of added time. I suppose with the sub, there'd be 30 seconds left for them. If there's two, the whistle absolutely imminent. It's the Warriors with the ball. One back by Berry. Here we go. This truly is the last chance now for the Clarence Zebras. Rand gets the ball caught at her feet. They're mucking around with it in midfield, and they don't have the time here, the Clarence Zebras. Fireman back to Rand. They've got to get it forwards. They do eventually. It's flicked on. Marmion's making a bursting run, but it was always going to be Ponting's ball, and that will do it. The Olympia Warriors into the Women's Statewide Cup final. A defensive masterclass after Matty Chambers struck in the first half with a wonderful solo goal. From there, the Zebras knocked at the door. They created the chances in the second half, but they couldn't create enough to find a goal to get them back on terms. And it will be the Olympia Warriors into the Statewide Cup final, where they will take on Launceston United. In many respects, it was just another typical Zebras Olympia game, a low-scoring defensive game separated by one moment of inspiration from one of the brilliant attacking players these sides have. Today it was Matty Chambers' day. She seals their progression and sinks the Zebras' cup ambitions. A delighted Matt Kilsby with the double high five on Izzy Kane. Smiles all around for the Warriors. They booked their passage through. It was a gripping cup semi. I hope you enjoyed the coverage. Good to be calling the round ball once more. And thank you for tuning in on a day where Olympia progress through to the statewide cup final in a couple of weeks' time. Maddie Chambers the hero, but I think the defence gets an awful lot of credit for that victory, in particular Catherine Olahead, who I'll give the man and the player of the match to today. I thought she was absolutely outstanding at the back, but the whole defensive unit was for the Warriors. Johnson was really good back there, Scott and Michael shielding them. Really good display, and they deserved their win in the end, despite not creating that much. When you have the lead in the game, you don't have to. That's all from myself, Andrew Cooling. Pleasure bringing this one to you, as Olympia will ensure their presence on Cup Final Day. They'll take on Launceston United in the women's. In the men's, it'll be Glenorchy Knights and the Devonport Strikers. In the 20s, South Hobart and Ulverston. That coming up for you on Monday the 14th. I'm sure the kickoff times, etc., will be confirmed and posted on the Football TAS channels at some stage in the next few days, so keep tuned to them for that. Until the next time, for Slice of Cheese, I've been Andrew Cooling. Bye for now. This might be for Berry though. Ali Berry with a big opportunity, and she puts it over the right. That's where she heads. The cross comes in. Bringing it under a spell. Brilliantly was Berry, and then Nichols puts it over the top. There's Weather the Storm. Marmion now charging forwards. It's Marmion into the box. Squares it for Nichols! Roy for the net. Michael ever present to break it up. Strong challenge there. Nichols also in strongly. Has thrown it out to Caitlin Stalker, who slips inside where Gubb was there in coverage, and I reckon Gubb then got hauled down. This is for the Cleverers. Stevenson just stands it up to the back post. Headed clear. Volley by O'Brien, and again, it's over the top. They've just shifted at the moment. Clarence Emperor's temporarily down to 10 whilst O'Brien received from Trenton. Berry was dealt with. That's surely a free kick. And Chambers has spied something she likes up the field. It's Ella McConnell. Oh, it's a great lunging challenge from Brooke Fiber. Stick it in there. Last chance saloon stuff this for the Clarence Zebras. Statewide Cup semi-final. Corner ball swung in. Headed just wide. Berry at the back post. Squares it in. Ponting jumps on it. Still loose. The whistle's gone. The whistle's gone. They're appealing for a penalty.